just started doing this where we're putting these landscape stakes down.
Hi, Mr. Goose.
Especially in tall grass. Again, not ideal. Mary's up here mowing at us. We're taking too long. Usually on Saturdays she gets impatient. So we're gonna test her for mastitis today. Gave her the 3 days of treatment. Yesterday she was fine. There wasn't any stringy, I don't know what to call that. She wasn't stringy. So I think we're in the clear. We're gonna test her just to double check. What's going on? Come on, Mary. In you go. I think she thinks something's up. Usually I'm getting her in. Come on, let's go. Get in. In you go. Let's go. Good girl. Come on. And soapy. The other thing I do, once I touch her with this, I never put it back into the, this is like obvious stuff, but just stating obvious, but I will tell you in the beginning I didn't do that. I would get it soapy and then I'd stick it back in, and I got to thinking, I was like, you're basically recontaminating, or you're contaminating the soapy water. So I will, if I need to do this, I'll go rinse. I'm gonna rinse this off. I mean, there's days, it's usually in the winter, where they're sleeping in the other stanchion, and you know, it's cold, it's snowy, it's sleety outside, and they're just in there pooping all night, peeing all night, and then they just lay in it. By the time you come out the next morning, they've been laying in poop for 10 hours, and it's just caked on. When that happens, we'll keep her out and we hose her down. I mean, I get her drenched and I try to get all the big chunks off. So we're gonna put them out on a new set of pasture. Oh, Mary. This other third. I section it off in thirds. Again, not ideal. If you're running more than a couple head, even with 2 head, you could paddock them. But again, we just don't have time for that. So we section it off in thirds, and then we've got a 4th rotation around our house. We're gonna test her for mastitis here. We'll get the kitties milked. And either way, when you're milking, you should always, I don't really know what the science is, we just fill this cup. You always want to get a few squirts out. I think I was on mute last time I did this. So you just fill this cup up, I don't know, halfway. There's circles. There's circles in the cup. And the directions say you want to fill it up to half the circle. So when I tilt it, we only want milk to half the circle. I'm gonna show you a visual here. So B is the cup that we're concerned with. It still looks a little hazy. You getting milk, fresh milk? Okay, so you pour it. I don't know if you can see, there's indented circles in there. So you want it about halfway down. So yeah, she's peed twice. Then the solution is concentrated solution. Ideally, the directions, they make it sound so simple. You want it halfway here, and then you fill the inner circle with the, doesn't work, I just poured it. So we just give it a few squirts, and then twirl it around. Is this the way we're supposed to do it? Probably not, but it works. It's milk, see? Twirl it around. If it gets thick, like snotty thick. Mastitis. So she still has a little bit of, I mean, this is the one that we're concerned with. See how it's thickening up? So she definitely has, and these other 3 are just kind of swirling around. This one's definitely thick still. Yeah, see how thick that is? It's kind of snotty. It looks like snot. So there's definite, the rest of these are just pouring out. Definite signs of mastitis still. She doesn't feel stringy. She's a lot better than she was. We're supposed to give it about a week. And then test again. So I did this a few days early.
Nike shirt.
But
your sweatshirt? It's in the barn.
we'll kind of see how she goes, and
You can go get it.
we might just start another round of treatments. It's not gonna kill. So she's definitely testing positive for mastitis, but she was not stringy yesterday, and we'll kind of see how she looks today. And again, it's really for her health. It's not gonna harm the milk, but see how steppy she is, and she's whacking me with her tail. It's probably because she's irritated. Yeah, it hurts. All right, Mary. Let you go. All right, we're gonna move these cows on new set of grass. Kiddos were just telling me there's a, Evie called it a sunflower, what did she call it? Sunflower, she called it something cool, meadow. Sunflower meadow. I don't know. There's tons of sunflowers out here. And Mary's loving her sunflowers, so I'm gonna move. Simple move here again. We've got these lines throughout the property. I've kind of separated it into thirds. This is the hot line. This is not ideal. This is supposed to be buried. These lines are supposed to be buried. I had every intention to do it, but it's a 100-foot line, insulated line. I kind of rotate it. It's not ideal. It's rigged for sure. So I'm just gonna open this up, and then they'll be able to graze all of this because I got a fence running right here. So these are nice. I don't know if you can see me. I got the idea for these from Greg Judy. These blue stakes are what we use to run I've got hundreds of these things. You run them I pace off like 15 to 20 paces. And that's what runs the whole fence. And again, it's over that hill and then all the way down to our fence line, way down there. So we run these blue stakes. I think they're called O'Brien. I'll have to look at it. See, I'm gonna call them O'Briens. They could be something else. And then we use these I think they're pigtail, specifically only for corners. So this is a great corner post. So every 90 I've got one of these, and then we utilize one of these stakes. So yeah, it bends it, but this will hold it straight up, and then we run one of these right in front of it to kind of keep it in line. They're great. I mean, they're great stakes. You can pace off, you can create paddocks. It's pretty cool. Okay, so how do we do this? We want them to come out here, so we're gonna leave this gate. We'll leave this gate open, and they're closed, and then we'll open this guy. So this will be permanently open. So this guy's on a hinge, it's on a swing. This one is not. We've just kind of rigged it to where we can manipulate these gates So I'll open this one all the way. New exciting things. These cows are loving it. Fresh grass, so they haven't been on this. We put June bug on here, I don't know. It's been over 45 days. So it's all regrown. So that's, you know, the nice thing about the thirds. Again, ideally you want to paddock them. You know, just give them a little bit of space every day. Control what they're eating, what they're grazing. I've got enough land. I've got only 2 cows. It's not a huge deal. So if we can graze them and then rest the paddocks 30 to 45 to 60 days, that's ideal. So again, they're out here now. We'll use this swing gate. So I blocked that off so they don't have access. Now with that gate, when I bring them in tonight, we'll just close this gate. It's on a hinge, it's on a swing. I'm gonna get on the tractor. I gotta flip that compost pile, and then, you know, we gotta bury our goose under there. So